What it is. Do I gotta discard your media? No, live. Yeah. Well, while you're there, do your thing. I don't know. I'll see. You gotta do all that now. Mm. I think it's taking a picture or a video. Oh, I think it's taking a picture on me. See, told you. I thought it was. I thought it was. All right. So we're on YouTube live. All right, folks. We're on IG live. We're on Kick live. Shit, we're just everywhere live. Facebook live. We're just live, okay? It's BlueMuthaFuxing Monday. All right. It's your boy Thursday, your favorite Monday. You know what I mean? Um, before I get into this, I just want to show some love, to organically needy company, royalty papers. All right, folks, royalty papers. Don't play with me, like, all right. Don't play with me. It's that good ish. All right. Nice slow burning for y'all who know what y'all are burning, you know what I'm saying? But aside from these owners, and before I start the big countdown and all that good stuff with my rant and everything, let me get y'all on what I'm on right now.
No more slave stories. Time for. I wonder how many people lost their jobs for mocking George Floyd. Probably none. As a black parent in America, it's been one hell of a year because it looks like the administration just can't seem to leave us black folks alone. You got places like Oklahoma trying to use our tax dollars to build Charlie Kirk statues
What?
at HBCUs. Now, if that's a bridge too far, you ain't the only one because me, I'm all about that action. Now,
I
obviously,
agree.
things are going to get worse. It always does. So we need to be able to make things available for our kids because we know the administration and the state are not going to get them for our kids. And what do? We get them books. Books. And Black Sands has always been number one when it came to representation in ancient
Shout out to
history.
Black Sands.
So I got something for you. Those hardcover books were pretty expensive, so I got you some softcover books of the Black Sands series. Each of these are $5. And you know damn well it shouldn't be. I'm doing it for the parents who read the caption, so drop a fist in the comments if you did, and let's do this, baby. No more slave stories. Time for. I wonder how many.
Now, you're probably like, oh, what's Black Sands? Well, Black Sands is a dude who started like Aaron Gruder, you know what I'm saying, doing his own thing, started his own publication. He wanted to make better stories and, less of the whole black slavery archetype that you see in most modern day movies and most of everything right now. So like I want to big up Black Sands and show them love because Toronto was telling me he was down with them before they even were anything on this level. You see what I'm saying? Like Toronto was showing me that. So to me, I only caught on to them in the last 3 years. It wasn't even a YouTube thing. It was more like uh, I saw one of their threads on the rails. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I shared it and I see that it's positive black needy type of energy, man. I, I believe we need more energy like that, 100%. You know what I mean? I don't think there's enough needy content that's made for needy kids to grow up and see a real representation of themselves. Maybe that's the best way for me to say it, Toronto. I don't want to be all politically correct right now because at the end of the day, I'm looking at it from the standpoint as I had to look at Thundercats, Voltron. You know what I mean? As like people to look up to. Fat Albert was pretty close to someone to look up to. Shit, the Smurfs. What else? Like I gravitated to certain cartoons. I was always down with Daffy Duck. You know what I'm saying? And, like I was down with Daffy, even though I was more of a Donald Duck fan. You know what I'm saying? I, I wasn't feeling Bugs too tough. I felt like Bugs was like the establishment, like real ish. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we didn't have enough characters representing us. Period. Even in GI Joe and all that, like Did you think most black kids are trying to be like Roadblock or somebody? Most black kids are trying to be Snake Eyes,
That's
Storm
true.
Shadow.
True.
Shit, I heard more kids
True.
wanting to be Cobra Commander.
Yeah, man. Of course,
You know
Cobra
what I'm saying?
Commander's cool.
I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, but they want to sell it.
Me more Destro.
Oh, yeah, the Irishman, the Irish Scotsman, the Scotsman Irishman.
Come on now, but wait there. I know what you mean, but let's get real here.
What's
They're
that?
not sure there. He sound more like a black man.
Oh, I swear he was played by a black man.
It was more of a black man's voice and all this shit. I know what you're saying. It's supposed to be an Irishman and all of that.
A
but
Scotsman.
And come on now. And even how they drew him.
Yeah.
It looked like a black man.
He looked like a Michael Jordan, to be truthful.
Okay.
So nobody can't tell me that guy Deathstroke didn't look like a Michael Jordan as a cartoon character. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else did we had? We had The Mask. We had Transformers. We had GoBots. What else, man? Shoot. Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles. Like, damn, homie. We really didn't have nothing to say that was gravitated to say ours, yo. Even He-Man was a Caucasian. Like, shoot. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah. Even though when he turned into He-Man, he looked like a black guy.
That was strange too, because he was like more white, and then after when he turned into He-Man, he looked like he has a tan.
Yeah, this perfect tan.
Like, what up with that?
Yeah, or them vibe that. Shout out the royalty papers for the roll up. You know what I mean? Slow burning. But Toronto, if you don't mind, let's do what we haven't done in a while, because it was a shocker to the world, and I still am shocked over it right now. But I wanted to give a minute of silence for the one, the only D'Angelo. You know what I mean? Earlier this year, his wife passed. You know what I'm saying? Angie Stone, and now same year he has passed. So I want to give them a minute of silence.
Now
you know what I'm saying? Just 1 minute, yo.
Now they both together.
Yeah, once again. So, you know, for everybody who don't know about Blue Motherfucking Monday, we do have a Betty White Award, but we do praise and remember our dead, because we try to give flowers before they pass. So, like I said, just a moment of silence for the one and the only D'Angelo, and also, if you remember his wife too, rest in peace to Angie Stone. Yeah, I have nothing but great things to say about D'Angelo. He's up there in my favorite hits out there, like, you know, from Otis Redding, the Gregory Hines.
A real good OG.
Like
yo, let me say this, man. Me have to say this, man. Me have to say this. And me said this before. I'm gonna say it again. We need to stop bubble wrap some of them. All right? We need to stop bubble wrap them. Because what? If we don't start bubble wrap them, we will not have them for later. All right? You know what I mean?
I'm feeling you.
Look here. Out of all these guys who are going, right? We're pretty young, right?
Yeah.
Yo, on the real, we're gonna bring one good icon. We need to bubble wrap his Ross, because he can't see nothing. And that's Mr. Stevie Wonder. All right?
Okay.
Mr. Wonder needs to be bubble wrapped.
I feel you on that one.
He is surviving more than anybody who could see anything.
Gunshots for that.
All right? For that. He is seeing the world. And guess what? You know what? Guess what? It's kind of good where he's at, because I don't want to see what the Rossi are going in the world. You don't listen to where you're going. Zin, kudos to him.
Well, I agree with you on that one, you know, because, I mean, when people used to talk thug hip-hop, I mean, thug R&B, thug artists, I'm sorry to say it, yo, everybody, and that includes you, Mr. Johnny Guild, and that includes some of you New Edition guys.
What about them?
But you see, D'Angelo was like the upgrade 0.2 version of them guys. He took that street energy and figured how to sing it out.
To be honest with you,
to sing it.
To be honest with you, when that guy came out, I went, all right, finally, someone could could go against Mr. Kelly.
Real
you know what I'm saying? No, man, I'm being real here, bro.
Panty remover.
Yo, man, I'm being real here. Someone could go against Mr. R. Kelly.
And the worst part is the man figured out Prince's that high octave note.
Yeah.
That octave note. He only hits it for a brief moment. Y'all recognize it from Sweet Lady, Brown Sugar. He hits that octave and the ladies just.
Yo, what I love about him, man, he knows how to hit sick, but he keep it thugs.
He kept it full thug, yo. Full. I said Brown Sugar, and I said, lady, you're my lady. Hold on, the high note. He hits that high note like Prince, and I swear the girls just shimmer. Me as a DJ, let me do it again, baby. Yeah, man, one more time. Rewind. I don't even let them say pull up. I beat them to the tune because I just love to see them. They'll be dancing, and then he'll just hit.
You know what?
And that was
on
it.
The real,
that guy's a G.
To say this, but on things like that, when they bring up R&B is dead, it's dying like that. We're losing ones like this. That's what is R&B is dead. Okay.
I agree. Because for every one hip hopper that dies, it seems like 100 pop up. But for R&B,
no,
I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that.
This one, you're not gonna get one like this again.
Bring Usher up in the conversation. Bring a Justin Timberlake up in the conversation. Come on, man. I started off and I said Johnny Gill. I had to go hard right off the hop.
Going to take blood clot.
Because Johnny Gill was pretty close to that thug R&B type of guy. And the new, man, Johnny Gill, man.
Out of the new edition, my favorite out of the new edition is Ralph Tresvant.
Big one. Yeah,
because
man.
on the real, you know why? Because
he can do all three.
Mr. Bobby always want to take over and go on like him and go. Mr. Tresvant has a blood clot voice too.
He actually has a better voice. I'll be real. You got a better voice.
With sensitivity.
Hold on, wait. You know what else we have to bubble wrap? Raphael Sadiq.
Oh yeah, man. Him too. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. I gotta hit you with some tunes.
Hey, man.
Shit. Gotta hit you with some tunes.
But I wouldn't say, all right, you know what? Let me take it back. I wouldn't say R&B is dead. It's getting really old school for these new cats to not understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that.
You know why I said that too? Because I brought it up on a pod before. I said this is romance dead.
I hope not.
Right?
I hope not. BlueMuthaFuxing Mondayz, that's gonna be one hell of a rant.
With these youngins, it is. What are you talking about? What are you doing about romance?
Yeah. Because they make sense. They make sense.
Oh my gosh. She's like, I wish I was born at these times.
Makes sense.
Now you'll probably understand romance and love more or less compared to the one the Rasta go and know.
Hopefully.
You know what I mean? Because that's what R&B music is about. To understand loving and all them things there.
Big tune.
I'm like, what? Okay, this is the music that I love.
There's nothing wrong with the young generation.
I appreciate it because I'm like, okay, you know music. That shows me that I appreciate you enough that you know music.
Yo, like, come on, man. You gotta give the kudos and the love to those kids that will go into the archives and go find the Velvet DeVoe, SWV, go find Sugar Hill Gang.
Maybe
you know what I'm saying?
Like
They
got tired of what's going on with the bullshit.
Because the bullshit starting to sound like hip hop and not R&B.
The bullshit keeps coming and coming
They're ruining it, man. They're ruining it, man.
Right?
And you're right. We should bubble wrap Stevie Wonder. We should bubble wrap some of our greats that are still left. Especially, like, I don't know what's wrong with love music, man. Like love music used to be beautiful. Now it's all about sex, and I just
Bump and grind.
I'm
Bump and,
listen. I'm not
bump
stressing
and
it.
grind. Bump and grind.
I'm not stressing it, but I shouldn't be bombarded with it like hip hop and violence and hip hop and struggle and hip hop and whatever. It shouldn't be like that for R&B. R&B, you R&B singers need to come back.
Put it this way.
Man, I miss you R&B
I'm gonna
singers,
give
yo.
you a good example right now, and you can't sing corny and all of that. But when's the last time you see that a brother have a nice boom box and go to the girl house and turn it on and all of them thing there? Romance is dead.
Romance can't die.
Yo.
Y'all, my BlueMuthaFuxing Monday people, romance can't die, yo. We can't let romance die like this. Why? Because here's the joke. Nobody thought romance would exist after the 60s. Flower power, baby.
All right, then.
Nobody thought it would exist.
All right.
The 80s came in so hard.
All right, the simplest thing we're gonna bring to you, if you're not dead, right? How often we're gonna say it one more time, and me watch too. You know? How often you see the man open up the car door for the woman? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm only around good upstanding citizens, so I see it quite regular.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm only around good upstanding citizens.
No, because if the simplest thing can't be seen on a regular, no man, I not see that on a regular.
Well, you're not around. You're around a lot of people.
Me not see that on a regular.
I'm not ask you Toronto for call any names.
I see them. Yo, you go open up that
Toronto
door your damn self. That's what I be seeing all the time.
Go bust the shotgun, because we're not calling no names. Bust the shotgun. Bust the shotgun, brother, because we're not calling no names.
All me know is this.
We're not calling no names.
We not see it on the regular. That means say romance is not on the regular. Zin?
Listen, you know what I hate? I hate to see when a woman is walking on the outside of a man when they're walking on the sidewalk. I hate that. And a lot of you young bucks don't seem to understand this, all right? Because a lot of y'all young bucks want to act like y'all are pimps, but don't know how to move like a pimp. And then a lot of y'all wannabe tugs don't know that, hey, listen, if the girl rides or dies for you, you have to give her individual respect. It's just that simple. You can't act like she's Miss Dolly Baby you just met, and you can't act like she's supposed to read your blood clot mind. Because put it this way, you know, when I found out Angie Stone and D'Angelo were together, when D'Angelo was dropping his second project 14 years later from the first project, just to let y'all know. And I was a fan of both. But you see, they should have been one of the first names to pop up as Black Unity. You know, LL Cool J and his wife is still together? Jiggling, baby. You jiggling, baby. Shoot. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's more examples than Papoose and Remy Ma. There's more examples than Krishan Rock and myself.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Krishan Rock and
you
whoever.
really want me to say something about the Remy Ma and the Beast from the East? Well, listen here, man.
Yeah.
Me gonna be straight up good.
Yeah.
Vice versa, right? Man in
right.
prison and all of that and everything, and he come out and all of that.
Mhm.
Get crucified and shit. What you do, right? Not true?
Yeah.
Not true?
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah.
she do what she do.
Okay.
My man took it,
Pretty solid.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
I have to,
I agree. I gotta agree.
I have to give it to him.
I agree with you on that one.
But at the same time, look how he upgrade too. Hey,
Well,
blood clot. Yeah.
I'll prefer a real woman over an AI any day. So you know what? I can't wrong the man. As long as he's happy. You see, I don't blame the adulterers for being adulterers. I just don't go into a relationship with an adulterer thinking that we're gonna have a happy ending.
You know what? To
You
be
know what I'm
honest
saying?
with you, yo, To be honest with you, when she come out and all of them thing there, you should have never do no blood clot reality show and all them thing there and everything.
Mm,
No, real shit. Should have kept it private for a minute.
Toronto,
Yo, real shit, man. You just
Toronto,
got out and all of that. Get
Toronto,
your leg up. You know what I
Toronto.
mean? Too
All
much
right,
of that.
Toronto. I'm just gonna leave it like this. If hip hop wasn't in a state of chaos while she was in there, and when she came out, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I don't regret what they did as a couple at the time when she came out, and I don't regret what they did when they were together.
No, there's nothing wrong with them being together. I
Okay,
am saying this,
now,
their life, not for the public
now,
life, because the
if
public life interferes with their life. You know what I
no,
mean?
no,
They're
no,
trying to
no, no,
get
no,
their
no, no, no,
life
no, no.
together.
They're
No,
getting
you,
their rocks off interferes with their life.
yo, listen here.
You know what I mean?
When you bring up your thing like that, we
'Cause
see whatever too. But remember, there's a lot behind the scene what we don't see
look,
because of that.
that's why I don't want to
You know
step.
what I
I don't
mean?
want to step into that ring, that arena.
No,
You know what
all
I'm
I'm saying is because of that,
I just feel
I think because of that, if that wasn't in the play, I don't think they would have been in problem.
I don't know, man. Cheating is cheating. Some men
No,
can't
you
take it.
still don't catch me what I'm saying.
Some men can't take it.
You
Some women
still
can't
don't catch
take
me what
it.
I'm saying.
Brother,
Too much of the limelight.
brother,
Look. They already had the limelight. But now you have the limelight afterwards.
brother.
No, you need to. It's like this. You need to take a little break, like almost like a year or two. No public shit. You know what I'm saying?
Brother.
And get with the family
Brother,
and done.
I'm not gonna try to play Dr. Phil for their relationship. But
No, I'm not
but
playing Dr. Phil. I'm just saying
gonna
the basics.
I'm gonna end it like this from the beast to the east, and Remy Ma. Figure out a way to be fucking cordial with each other for the sake of hip hop. That's it. That's all
Like I
I'm gonna
said,
leave it
the
as.
basics.
I don't care about your relationship no more. When I thought you guys were gonna be the pinnacle of black love, one of y'all had a fucking had a backup plan. Okay, one of y'all. I don't know which one of y'all, but one of y'all had a backup plan and ruined it for everybody else. So now, like I said, shout out to the man them that are still with their day ones. You know what I'm saying? That day one from jump. You know what I mean? Like, however you guys are together, and however you guys, whenever you guys get married. Remember how I said that? However and whenever y'all get married, it is what it is. Shout out to your unity, because there's nobody shining a spotlight on that shit. Nobody. Not even in our fucking movies right now. We're not even getting that. Like right now, as much as I enjoyed Eyes of Wakanda, I'm looking forward to seeing Black Sand get to public television networks and it starts airing like a Saturday morning vibe. Remember Saturday morning when we used to have like 20, 50 cartoons shoved into like
True.
like
But I think
an hour?
he's doing it the right formula way to get the crowd and the audience,
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
it was years ago I knew about this guy, right?
Mm.
And the thing is, if I knew him about years ago, that means other people started knowing about him more. You know what I'm saying? So building it up.
Imagine the people who knew him before he got the first celebrity voice.
So like he got built up. So now he's building it up so much now that now it's into an anime. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. I would
congrats
play
to
my
that.
Blue Motherfucking Monday people some of his stuff, but I would prefer to show it. So, hopefully they reply back and we can get an interview, and then we'll just show it on air with a live conversation with Mr.
But
Black
I
Sands.
think there's like another African kind of superhero thing what just came out on I don't know what I was seeing something on IG the other day. Can't recall.
Here's my little thing right now. And y'all may understand me or not, but hey, Toronto. Someone asked me before D'Angelo passed away, how would I cure the homeless right now? If I could cure the homeless right now. And Toronto.
It's a hard question.
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, it isn't.
You said the homeless, right?
Cure homeless.
Cure homeless, right?
Cure the homeless.
But the thing is, it's like this, just like sometimes in superhero sayings here. In order to save them, they have to save themselves first. because sometimes when you're offering them help, they don't want it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm being a realist here. You know what I mean?
I'm agreeing with you on
you
that
get
one.
me? Like I feel what you're saying.
I'm agreeing
but
with you on that one.
not all of them are gonna want that help of.
Team agree.
You know what I mean?
Team agree.
And
But
it might sound weird.
But that's you saying what you feel, Toronto. And I'm not even going against it. But when I got asked the question, right? The little person who asked me was like, why did I say that? How did I come to that conclusion? How would that work? And why doesn't nobody do that idea? So I had to break it down to the kid. It's an illusion. Everybody's cast into the illusion. Those who break away from the illusion suffer a very, very steep penalty, maybe lose their life, or if not, it goes down that way. And last but not least, the fact that an idea can't be stopped, an idea cannot be murdered, an idea cannot be destroyed. That's the main reason. So the young person looked at me and was like, what? And I was like, yeah, this is why I don't run around and repeat myself when I talk, because when I repeat myself, I find the emotions that genuinely brought up the original thought, why I opened my mouth. Those are not nice stuff. That's not nice energy. That's not massage your shoulders, tell you that you're going on a nice trip. Here's some flowers for no goddamn reason, pick you up and fuck you right in the morning. That's not that energy. Nah. That energy is coming from my DNA and my ancestors that have been whipped and still feel the whipping. You get me? You know, when that type of love energy comes around, when I start seeing my kids do things like walk for the first time, talk for the first time, ask a grown-ass adult a question that has that grown-ass adult stuck in their opinion. I love that. That's what I love about my kids. You see what I'm saying? They make me get that gushy, warm feeling where I'm like, oh, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Everything else leading up to their lives have been kind of like a lie, because the world tells you to do this, but then it does that. And the only reason why it gets away with that is due to skin color that goes right down into the so-called construct called racism. See? Because nobody grows up angry enough to hate somebody. That's impossible. It's kind of taught. It's kind of bullied. It's kind of manufactured. It's kind of like schools and hospitals all look like jail cells. You get me? Like, I'm at that point in my life where I can't lie to a little kid. I got to tell them, hey, you're in Niji. You could be thrown in jail for anything. Breathing the wrong way. Now, you could do all the things that claim you to be cool, but you don't live in those same surroundings in that same era. A lot of these young bucks don't have that same mentality to work and get theirs. They're so used to sitting on their ass and swiping left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right. Oh, swipe right. You get me? So my biggest problem right now is like, we have a system that we're not utilizing correctly, because here's the joke, kiddo. 10% of the world can control the financing of the other 90%. That means they're purposely not building more community centers. They're building more condos. They're purposely
more jails.
They're purposely telling you that crime keeps going up, even though you'll turn 50 and may not be ever affected by crime. You get me? They will tell you that there's a shooting in this neighborhood, in that neighborhood, in this neighborhood, to bring the property value down enough that some stupid, idiotic person who does not live in the country, that does not live in the area, can come and spend a ridiculous amount of money to buy a piece of property that used to be a ghetto, to change the ghetto to somewhere else. But the problems never get solved. So you want to solve homelessness? You're going to have to build a community for people who need homes. A community.
Needs what?
A community.
Needs what?
A community.
No, you said needs what?
It needs to cure homelessness, right? You got to build a community built for homelessness. So, for instance, there's a lot of parks right now that you can go to in Canada, literally drive in the middle of no god fuck where and park your vehicle, and a special location will have 3 to 5 electrical sockets. Now, you're in the middle of the butt fuck nowhere, but you could charge your phone, you could charge your heater. And if you have a microwave, you could use it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know personally, whoever owns the area code is the reason why there's even power there. And whoever's paying that guy's rent is the guy that's making you have to pay rent for that little power switch that comes with no running water, comes with no roof over your head. You know what I'm saying, kiddios? Because don't let it get it twisted. The biggest landmass on this damn thing called Earth is Africa. Okay? And we don't have enough people on the planet to cover 1 acre per person for every inch of Africa. We as human beings don't have the number to cover 1 acre.
Man, there's more land than human beings. There's more land mass. So when this nonsense of population control, food, all of that, shortage,
Hollywood.
all that, I don't want to hear none of that.
Hollywood.
No, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to
Hollywood.
hear not one Ross.
Hollywood.
Okay?
Authoritarians that call themselves the media.
Because if that was the case, right? What you were just saying.
Uh-huh.
Now, where we're at right now,
Right.
and anywhere right now,
Right.
wouldn't there be like, even in this room, wouldn't we have like about 10, 20 people in here, and outside there'd be like 50,000, like, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? There's hardly anywhere to walk, anywhere to go, because there's no landmass, because there's a massive population.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, eh?
Right? So if
Crazy.
there's a massive population, where are all the people then? I would like to know. Where are them then?
Listen,
We know there's people, but they're saying the world population, right?
Toronto, you're not wrong for what you're saying, but what we're not factoring
But
in.
the thing is, I want to know with their scientific talking, right?
Yeah.
With the basics, I go by basics. It's like
Right.
this. It's like this, man. If in the room, if there's a cat or a mouse in the room,
Yeah.
it ain't an elephant,
True.
but they're telling you that's elephant.
Yeah.
What? Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
This is an elephant?
Yeah.
No. This
Yeah.
is a cat. No. You know what I mean? No, but no. That's an elephant.
Brother.
I'm like blood clot. You know
Brother,
what I mean?
I'm gonna
So
be
you
like
get me
Tupac.
where I'm getting at here?
I'm gonna be like Tupac and spark the fuse of the next generation of you kids to make a fucking change. Because bringing up Tupac right now in my rant is not because I love and adore and respect Tupac and Tupac the man, the essence. No, it's to defend that man Tupac. Okay? Now that man Tupac right now would look at everybody left because y'all AI adapted and you're not creating from your natural human soul, your essence of your true divine. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like me and Tupac Shakur we're best friends. Rest in peace to his mother too. But I'm gonna admit something. When I seen that man go on many of forearms and say, I don't give a damn. You from the hood? Take my image, bootleg my image, make some money off my image. I don't care. My friends are selling my CDs for $50,000, whatever. They're selling my t-shirts for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Death row. Now, y'all weren't thinking back then like Pac was thinking. Pac was like, I'm in control of my imagery. Ain't nobody going for my imagery. It is what it is. Now, y'all got so comfortable with putting filters on your faces when you interact with people. You're so comfortable with taking the real features the scars, the dents, the things,
Blemishing them out.
the 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 realism to have a smooth anime face. And we still got kids going missing. We still got black information being oppressed, and the same people who say they own the banks still won't open it up for the Nijis, and then they're complaining about, oh, there's no money being made in the country. Like, the fact that we as Canadians all sit here and pretend that there's only two damn companies that make money off of us, and that's Bell and Rogers. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and complain. Everybody's gonna act like there's a Bell Rogers 1, a Bell Rogers 6, a Bell Rogers 7, and you're gonna. It doesn't make any sense. How about these banks open up a couple companies for a couple of these needy people and start fronting like, oh yeah, we gotta put this together so you can join this program and give us your idea so we can go give it to Tom, Dick, and Harry who just came into the country. Like, we need to get over this shit. Like, that's the stuff that made me sick when I used to go to these what do you call it again? So-called freedom rallies, these so-called speeches for freedom, and advocates that keep saying that they're advocates and all they do is talk. But they're in the position to point out the real problems, and they still won't point out the real problem. That's my problems with the world. People look at me like I'm crazy. How can I be crazy? That's impossible for me to be crazy. Impossible. Has to be impossible. You know why? Because history's repeating itself, homie. That's why I feel like it. History's repeating itself. I'm waiting for the jaw to hit us with that fire or to hit us with that flood out and done with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting sick and tired of people trying to front. Like, when good things happen, we're not supposed to praise them. That's what I'm getting sick and tired of. Because now, like the man said, Black Sands creator said, who's now giving people books in soft cover for $5 when he should be jacked up and giving it for 10, 20 because it's worth it. Oh, I love it too. He's being real. You know what I'm saying? Giving it to them nice and raw. But like, from my brain standpoint, I don't see a problem from him charging that enormous $20 or him charging $1,000,000 for his merchandise. It's his merchandise. You see what I'm saying? But I bet you had to pull someone's teeth out to go to the bank and get that money to get it started. You know, see it. I hear people say, "Oh, we got black banks, and we got black this and black brokers and black." Listen, we have an Eglinton that used to be Niji, but it was never really Niji. Really, what it was owned by these guys that made these Niji people pay rent, and they fronted and acted like they were, being full 100 with the thing. And the truth is, they weren't. Now, probably if life was teaching them to be a little more truthful with their customers, things would be different, and they'd still exist right now. And all of that construction that's happening right now wouldn't be happening. But from when I realized they were going to do it in the Bathurst side up to Yonge Street and go from the other side of Yonge Street right over, I said, damn, evolution has hit them. It's time for the big boys to come and play because they want to put up new condos, because they don't want nobody who lives in the neighborhood to live in the neighborhood anymore. They want to give you a bag of money so you can move away. It's just the truth. Because a lot of people will look at me and be like, "Oh, then you think it's a pandemic and all that. I don't give a damn. I'm talking realistically right now. There are children dying right now. There are children going missing right now. If I had to stand that into anything, let me go check technology. Hi, technology. What can you do to help these children not become homeless, not become violent, not become cannibalistic for the financial dollar? Please, AI, what should I do? You know what AI would tell me? Go to my mother. So I'm upset, as you can see. because a guy like Timberland, who was around Aaliyah, who was around Missy Elliott, who got welcomed into the the Hall of Fame for rock and roll and shit, Missy Elliott. You know what I'm saying? Um, he was around all these great artists. Shit, he was even around the Jigga Man before Jigga was the man. So for him to co-sign the whole AI artist vibe, anybody from my point of view that's following that trend, I was the one that said, yo, you know what? I can accept the karaoke boys as long as they're not AI people. But now I gotta look at it like I gotta tighten up that rein because you know what I mean? I gotta tighten up
You
that
brought
bag.
up a new one right
I
there
gotta
for me.
tighten up that bag.
Now,
Yeah.
now.
What's up,
This is
Toronto?
a big one for
What's
me
up,
now.
Toronto? What's up,
Open up
Toronto?
something right there.
What's up, Toronto?
Karaoke boys or the AI? Which one? That's a good one right
That's for
here.
the next pod, man.
That's a good one.
That's for the next pod, bruh.
Lord
I've been
clots.
thinking about it from the time you guys
So-
talk about instant clout and
So
fucking
now,
Insta-rap.
no, like yes, they're doing the thing, but at least they're real.
Well, you see, the funny thing is, if a guy like Timberland, who's a real living human being, can co-sign AI artists right now, you get me? That means music's come to its ultimate evolution right now.
So you're telling me so now we have to say it's not so bad the karaoke boys now.
Well, put it this way.
Think about it: the
Let's-
AI or karaoke. Which one?
Let's be real. Are you gonna go to a show to go see Tupac? Are you gonna go to the show to go see Biggie? Are you gonna go to the show to go see Biz Markie? Are you gonna go to the show to go see, you know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, their music still exists right now, right? The technology's there already for their so-called holograms. And now you add AI to the equation.
So how about this? You say AI, right? So if the AI is like a bot and it takes up all the information of the person and everything, right?
Mhm.
So now, how about this?
Yeah.
I like to use the AI as a tool because they want to use the AI. So
Ain't
how
that right
about
with
this?
using it as a tool?
We like say Pac, right?
Yeah.
We take all the Pac music, everything. Now we want a new Pac album based off of how he
How he
whatever.
was,
Do
yeah.
you get what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
all from Pac.
Yeah.
No anybody else. The AI has to do it like that. You
And
know
it
what I
will be
mean?
able to do it.
Now let's see how interesting it is.
Well,
Because the AI has the voice, it has everything.
the problem
all
is
of it.
the problem is the people who are alive to know Tupac died to the people who ain't alive hearing about the AI doing Tupac. This is the problem. This goes back to that old allegory of those people who are in the cave, and guess what? They see the light outside. They see things pass by the light outside, but they're too scared to go outside. Then one gets born who's like, fuck all you guys, I'm leaving, and goes outside. And then when he's outside experiencing the light, eating the fruits, living life like fuck eating the bugs, I want to go home and go get my mommy and daddy and give them these type of pleasures. And guess what? He comes back in there and he gets crucified and he gets destroyed. And if he's lucky to get back outside. Now, I believe at some point in time, the government said, hey, they're going to leave. We're just going to lock them up if they come back in, regardless of what they want, especially if they're Nijis. We'll call the other ones explorers and discoverers. You know what I'm saying? And then, long as they don't look Niji, they'll get a great name like Journeyman and shit like that. Reality sucks, YouTube. IG, Facebook, all you guys, I know it sucks, but here's the reality of my rant. If we build a community for the homeless people won't be homeless no more. They'd be a community. Them being a community functioning off of just necessities would be the part that the government would tell you is impossible. They can't do that. And there's no proof that's going to work. The problem is there's more than enough space to make it happen. They just don't want to do it, and they've been not want to do it, but they've been want to turn everything south of St. Clair into condos.
Of course.
They've been wanting to turn Young Street, Jane Street, and if I don't get it mistaken, Warden into the new Young Streets. Okay? And if they can go as far as they can, they will go as far as they can. Now, that's not the bad thing. That's not the bad problem. That's not where I find the issue with the situation. My issue with the situation is if you ask the bank to give you some money to go develop something like that, and then you have 7% of a chance, 7% of a chance that you'll run into a fellow Niji that may or may not believe that you can pull off what you're talking about. 7%. 7% out of 100% chance. And then you're going to tell me, oh, it's equal, it's fair. You got more Pakistanians working in banks. You got more Italians working in banks. You got more this and more that. Bullshitting after doodles. Because if it was all fair in the nucleus of the world, people who grew up in Regent Park in the 50s, they should have evolved to live somewhere else outside of the city, comfortable, maybe an old folks home because they're the people that they cared for are all dead and gone. Maybe because we have a lot of military people that are sleeping homeless right now, no roof over their head, nothing to keep them warm, nothing to make them bathe. Those are the type of energies I gotta look at the politicians who can afford to feed every one of these homeless in my city off of one paycheck. Fuck a salary, just a paycheck from the salary. And guess what? You don't do it. This is why I look at it and say, hey, if it's not a rock venue, it'll never stay open. Because once it's an urban thing, oh, there's never been a shooting there, but we just think it's a violent place anyways. Oh, it's too close to this neighborhood. It's too violent. Oh, is that because you want to lower the property value so you can knock it down and build a condo? Because again, people are going to tell me, what's my point of view on the immigration problem? I see no problems with immigration. I already see the problem with the system itself. Curing that system is the part that the system probably doesn't want people like me to be talking about because, show and prove. I know my home chick, Miss Olivia Chow, knows what I'm talking about when I say show and prove. She's from Regent Park on her energy. She's from Jamestown, Bleecker, on an energy. So she should know. So to me right now, when I say people want to clown her for her job, I don't think her job's the problem. I think it's the people above her.
Well, speaking of that, what year are we at right now?
2026.
No. This is second year, right?
Yeah.
No. This is second year, right?
It could be.
No, for her in office.
I don't know if it's her second year.
This is the second year, right?
Third.
No, man. Next year will be the third. Next year it gets crucial. She has to start getting to real work. You know why? Because listen here, man. One more year left, right? After that, right?
It's done.
Right?
It's done.
Right? Okay. So like I told you this, I said this.
How about this?
I said in the first 6 months, whatever, get to, and then after whatever. But you see now, time is but the essence.
Look,
okay.
From the time nothing changed from the 6-month deadline, I already told you my point of view off camera. Folks,
well,
right now, I'm not telling you my point of view. I'm telling
you, third year.
Hey.
Third year. You gotta start doing this.
Hey.
No, you gotta start doing this more.
I ain't got nothing to say, brother.
Every time you gotta start doing
I ain't got nothing to say.
You gotta start doing that.
Listen,
because if you don't,
it's on the city. If the city votes her back in, the city votes her back in. It is what it is. It's the same thing I said for the Charlie Kirk guy. Like there's people out there that are gonna die for Charlie Kirk and say Charlie Kirk deserves a statue in a college, an all college campus. Like for what? What did he do for us black people? Much less my Niji people. What did he really do for our Niji people?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about this fool. I just know this fool is just pissing off people from time.
So now, again, it goes back to my main point again. The only thing he's going to be remembered for in the dictionary is that big A word that I said, right? Because it's going to put him up there with JFK and Malcolm X and all these other greats who did fight for a cause and a reason. I'm not saying Charlie Clark's. Yeah, I'm not saying his cause ain't right. There's freedom of speech. Say what the fuck you want, bro. Now, is it going to existentially help the real world? No. One, because he doesn't want to acknowledge he's the minority.
Mm.
So once you don't acknowledge you're the minority, there's the problem in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because the people in power right now, currently 2025 going into 2020, they're the minorities. Power. Power means, okay, I'm going to let off on that loan. Okay, I'm going to let off on that grant. Okay, that kid can get in here without a scholarship because they got a fucking brain. These are all people that I bet you don't have my skin complexion, but they have power. Now, to me, I'm not saying we can't gain power, but if we're already looking to usurp it to fucking AI, I have an issue. I'm just saying. Y'all gonna keep buying zigzags and you're gonna keep buying blunts and you're gonna keep buying this, but you're not gonna buy the blunts from a black owned or a Niji owned. You're not gonna buy no rolling papers that are made by no Niji owned. You're not gonna support a Niji owned company, but you'll sit there and let companies beef, especially if they're black. Oh, 2 black promoters beefing, 2 black podcasts beefing, black, beef. You guys are into it, right? Gunshots for all you people. And I don't mean the good ones. I mean the one that puts you down. Forever, ever. Ever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Now, I'm not saying we can't have gossip because we're all stuck in the current system, folks. I'm not saying we can't live in a world without gossip. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, there's people who deal with facts. And there's people who deal with reality. There's people who are starving right now in reality. And there are 8% of the planet that can feed the other half of the fucking planet. And when shit hits raw and they go looking to go put themselves in a fucking tunnel or put themselves in a little hole or they get themselves away.
Could I ask you one question? The whole planet, all the rich people, I mean, everywhere,
all of them.
Do you seriously think they want to share anything with the common folk, the poor, or anything like that? Share their resources, their riches, their whatever. No, you know what I mean? They don't even want to share it amongst themselves.
Not with the current system.
No. You see the basics I'm getting at?
No,
they don't even want to share amongst themselves unless they're gonna benefit something, right? You get me?
Look, right now, if y'all don't know, gold has become the most valuable unit
and silver.
Commodity.
Silver's the next.
Okay, the most valuable commodity. That means technology right now is second.
You know why?
To gold right now.
I can't say that because technology. Wait.
I'm talking about the public trading board. I am not talking about the CIA and all these other guys.
That's not what I'm getting at.
Them high-end technology guys.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the low-end guys.
That's not what I'm talking about. Inside the technology has pieces of gold and shit and all of that in there. That's why what you're saying is going up because they need that to make the tech with it. Okay, because if you don't have that, there ain't no tech.
So
you know what I mean?
Toronto's being also nice with it.
There's no tech.
Toronto's being also nice about
I
it.
seen shit online.
I gotta be real.
They took cell phones, right?
Brother,
I don't know where it was, somewhere in the Middle East. The guy took all the circuitry out, right? All of a sudden, he melted all the shit, whatever, took out all the crap, and all of a sudden he got this. I don't know how many cell phones he got out of it, but this chunk of gold came out of it, bro.
Hey, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to me, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. I have only been on this planet 45 years, and in the 45 years, I've learned
why do you think they reap
metal?
Why do you think?
Metal.
Why do you think they reap Africa of enough of its mineral of them things there?
Would be perfect piping. It never rusts. Gold. Okay, so we know gold has always been.
So it's not only for jewelry.
Gold has always been a standard. All right.
So guess what? One more thing I want to add on to this. You see, because gold is going up and silver is second, me what I have to say.
Well,
Because
sooner or later, silver is gonna go
no,
up.
because they're making it a cashless society.
Oh,
So
you think
that
that's what's happening?
means things like that.
You think that's what's happening?
Yes. Think about it.
You think
Think
that's what's
about it.
happening?
If cash has no value and shit, right?
Think
But
that's what's
things like
happening?
gold, what is like a mineral, what does things for whatever, is worth a lot more than what's not
Okay.
nothing. You know what I mean?
So
What's
hold on.
worth
Wait.
is a digital.
Aside from
what
all
is a
the
digital
aside
number
from all the
compared
practical
to
things I just
physical
said gold can
gold?
do.
You know what I mean? Is
Aside
worth
from that,
something.
don't let me womp. You know what? I'm gonna womp. I'm womp in the situation. Listen,
You follow me?
the womp in the situation is everybody who's involved with these this tax market and the stock market and the ups and downs. Let me tell you something. Kids go missing between October all the way up to December, like clockwork every year. Now, without the melanin that's in certain things, the cell phones of our so-called future wouldn't be getting made. Now, if people turn around and said, "Hey, if they found a coalition between cell phones being made and tablets being made and children going missing, my goodness, what would happen? The calamity of collapse of society right there, because people would be like, oh my God, what? But I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it. I've been seeing the coalition because it just doesn't make any sense. It happens like clockwork every year. Every year. Right now, somebody's prepping your child to take your child. This is ridiculous. This is the world we live in 2025. This is disgusting. We should be doing way better than this. We shouldn't have homelessness. We shouldn't have people talking about they're losing their business. They got to pay a ridiculous amount of rent due to a thing that they couldn't control in the first place. That happened, what, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, like 6 years ago? Like F-bomb the world right now that's on this system that doesn't want to help people build and move forward. You see what I'm saying? All hail everybody from Texas. Everybody. I don't care what part of Texas you're from. Big up to you. And if you guys decide to take over America, go right ahead. Yeah. Tell me about it, the rest of you other states. I'm just saying. Big up Texas, yo. Because Texas seems to be the only place that's moving like Toronto, Calgary.
Speaking of that, on the real, I'm just gonna say this straight up. You see, with this digital shit, whatever, and I've been saying for the longest while for the US, there's gonna be listen, where there'll be mostly civil war. That you see, Texas, the southern states, and all that, they're not gonna tolerate this digital shit, and they're the ones who are gonna be saying, "Yo, nasa." I could see that happening. The Midwest Southerners are going to revolt and say, "No, we don't want that."
Yeah.
They're like, "You don't come on my property with that shit. I'll blow your head off,
let
boy."
Let people die as good old Christians. All right, let them die that way, and then maybe you can try a thing. Let me repeat myself on that one. Let those people die as good as Christians, right? Catholics or whatever the hell they are. Let them die their good old way. And then maybe you could try afterwards. You know what I'm saying? The first attempt I know was when you shut down the planet and told me in 14 days it's going to curb and things are going to go back to normal, and shit didn't go back to normal. So that whole situation, I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of, hey, if we're going to do better, we need to do better, period. We can't not do better. We have to do better. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
the real jokes diamond. Bless up, brother.
Yo, salute,
brother.
Yeah, man. Salute.
How's it out there? Out
real,
there?
for real.
Yeah, man. How's it out there, man?
I tell you right now, family. At the end of the day, what we need for our city right now is for us to have our own. We don't like when I was young enough to find out that the Black Panthers made the healthcare that's currently running the US, I was shocked because my first acknowledgement of those guys is they were terrorists, not realizing they were a political party. That blew my mind. So now I'm thinking, if I'm getting old like this, are they still giving information out like that? They confuse kids right now, currently, kids in the last 20, 30 years right now. You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna have to hear it out of somebody's mouth that no, they were actually a political party. They started the healthcare system that currently is running the place. You know what I'm saying? And I mean the actual system, not the actual pricing and charging for the medicine and all that other bullshit.
You mean they gave the ideal of the structure and they
They
just
gave
took
them
it
the
upon
bones.
they just
They
took it
got the
upon
bones,
they just
man.
took it upon themselves to say that they're the
They're
good
good.
Samaritans and dealing with it for the people and all of that, right?
Yeah, because you know, if my man was alive, they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. He would make sure they would have to pay them reparation money right off the hop. It's a viable idea. Think about it. Think about it from this standpoint, folks. If there was more people that have BET and BET was like 30 different people, but 30 different channels, think about it. It's not one guy making money and claiming taxes over the company. There's 30 black channels owned by 30 different black people, produced by 30 different black whatever. You know, like kudos to Cat Williams for having his own studio. Kudos for 50 for having his own studio. You know what I'm saying? But now they need their own bankers. They need people who own banks, not bankers. You know what I mean? Like they actually need,
They're gonna need backing to the production, what they doing.
regardless, man. Because if you look at it the way I'm looking at it, a guy like Harvey Weinstein can't be sitting in power for fucking 50 years. That's impossible. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve what he did and he accomplished, because there's a lot of people who made great movies from this guy's torture. Now, if they want to tell me that they deserve a space to live, go take some time with the homeless community that I'm building. Yeah, man, straight up for the homeless. Ain't nobody gonna come there and tell that motherfucker that you have to move. This ain't your life, Ray. Y'all want to call it a red zone, a dead zone, danger zone, blah, blah, blah. Kids probably call it the zombie zone. Parents, who knows what you're naming in your household. But I believe right now at this point in life, sex sells. There are now bots that can either A, be a bot or be a hologram, but either way, both AI. Kids don't want to hang out with each other from 10 years ago. What do you think they're going to do 20 years from now? Hey, Robot Joe, let's go to the store. Turn into a car. Let's go. Hey, Billy, I'm your granddad. So, who's your best friend? Joe, my robot. You want to turn Joe into Jennifer, please? Because, you know, I know your parents gave you that robot since you can crawl. So, like, turn Joe into Jennifer right now for me. All right, son? Please, son? No, you're going to argue with me and tell me that you love Joe? It's all about Joe? How about I change Joe for you into Jennifer? I want to kill you, Grandpa! I hate you! I want back my Joe! And then Jennifer has that beautiful Latina voice, speaks to you so nicely, grandson, tells you about, oh, no, don't change me. I like these. The end. You get me? Like, come on, kids. We don't want that for our children, man. We don't want AI like that. You don't want the TV babysitting your kid. It's just that simple right now. I heard Malcolm X said, they're gonna use media to turn the bad guy into the good guy and the good guy into the bad guy, because the media itself is not there for the people. The media is there for themselves and the corporations that feed them their paychecks. God damn, how's that still valuable right now in 2025? Huh? Y'all want to tell me that I can't support? I can't spend my money with my needy people. I gotta go buy Burberry and Gucci, and I gotta hurt people and maim people and hustle people and rip people off just to get that money to go put money in their pocket. Really? So let me just get something straight. Before y'all say, okay, you're not meant for society, you need to go here to this homeless community. Maybe you take some time away from the world. No, they'll lock me up in jail. And then tell me in jail that I'm valued at $210.
Well, this has been an interesting pod, man.
Yeah.
Definitely,
I'm just definitely upset. I haven't even got to my other topics because I'm so pissed. Like, but definitely that it will be another topic. Karaoke boys versus
Versus
AI.
AI. That's a good one, hey?
No. That's the lick, yo. I wanted to do that sometime for January, February, but
For real, eh?
no, I already had it in mind because it's like, come on, fam. I told you, I'm gonna press a lot of these guys now because I'm a believer of live entertainment.
So we should have like dun, dun, dun. Carry boys, karaoke boys, what you do, what you do, what you wanna do. When they coming after you, dun, 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 dun.
Hey,
What you
I
gonna
don't blame
do?
you
What
right now.
you gonna
I don't blame you,
do?
but you feel me, folks, right? Like, don't get it twisted, people. This episode, I
Then
wanted to
after this,
quickly blast through some
then
ish.
after AI.
Oh my goodness! Can you see the AI coming back with all sorts of battle rhymes? Oh no! Dropping the Metal Gear Solid. What? Shoot! Dropping some little John on the side. Like, come on, fam. We're at a point right now. The world needs help, and it's not because it needs help because there's some sort of attack going on and this, that.
Skynet.
It's not. Oh man, it's not that far advanced yet. But we can change it only if we allow the system to get broken. Let it break, and let's start all over. I'm saying a lot of people looking at me like I'm crazy, and like I said, the young energy that was talking to me earlier. Rest in peace to D'Angelo, man. Yeah,
Yep.
man. Like I said, man. Rest in peace, D'Angelo.
Mm.
But I gotta say it again. The young person put my brain in the works and was like, yeah, how would I fix homelessness? Now, honestly, if I had to sit here and predict how many homeless people were really in the city, that would be a job I would rather, before I say it to the public, I would rather have the facts on the numbers before I say that in public. But if I really had to fix it at this point in time, there is enough space in the GTA that could start the vamping process or the vetting process, however you people want to say it, for homeless people, regardless if they want to go through the process or not. But it's just, you got to have background information. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm expecting homeless from everywhere. Homeless from Vancouver to Newfoundland, homeless all over. And I'm not expecting it to get bigger and wilder. I'm just going to get it to the point where it's either A, the community itself has its own rules and regulations, and then we can slowly tell them to get themselves a politician to represent them. We go from there. Because at the end of the day, you can't cure something that comes from the heart. Because a lot of these homeless people are people that are let down by our so-called system and educated people here. This is why they're outside freezing every winter. You see what I'm saying? This is why when these holidays like Thanksgiving come around and Xmas come around, um, instead of people being cheery to legitimately help people, no, they put up a tree, they slap some lights up, and they sing carols with people that they don't like. I'm just saying, like, that's just the reality of the situation. And there's people out there who sit there and say, oh, you're wrong because you're looking at the holidays wrong. No, I look at the holidays as, if you have kids, you want to spend the holidays with your kids. And overall, that's a family. Now, no matter if your family's blood or if it's water, it's still a family. And that's the essence that we should be getting back to. Like, you remember the feeling you got when Mufasa's dad died? I mean, when Mufasa died, you know, and Simba was like, no. Remember that feeling, man? Okay, folks, that exact feeling is the feeling you have to get leading up to being around your family. Now, some families are not perfect. Hence why I said there's blood, there's water. Not all families are perfect. But if we can't build up ourselves as individuals to help other individuals, then we run into problems. So to me, I'm on a network. My show's called BlueMuthaFuxing Monday. Okay. Now, I'm not here to become some superstar. And as much as I love to see some big bucks like Jerry Springer and Howard Stern and those great Caucasian guys like Johnny Carson and David Letterman and shit, I want to hold my own and be considered a great in my field. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a podcaster, a manager, a rapper, an entertainer, whatever. I just know I got a lot of information and I want to help the younger generation not get stuck on AI artists, get stuck on artists that create from the heart. And yes, we're in an era right now where Tupac can be a hologram and you could see him at a show. Now, if promoters all get their money up, they can start doing that. Now, if you can have a robot photo booth running around, a 360 camera running around, smoke machine, ice machine, bubble machine, lighting, glow, this and that, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully, you got a good following of people that support you in your ventures. You see what I'm saying? Purely. You know what I'm saying? Problem is, it's been the same shit since the 50s. If you have dark skin, a good banking idea, plan, whatever, to build up a fucking business, you're gonna run into somebody who's not gonna give you the okay. You're gonna run into that 7%, and that's a slim chance. You're gonna run into that 7%, and they may or may not steal your idea. It's kind of like when you become a journalist or a publisher or some shit like that, and someone beats you to publishing your own shit. So like we're at this era where this shit's been going on for years, yo. Millions and millions of years, same fucking system. So let it break. Let it go poof. And let's start anew. Look at your neighbor, figure out what your beefs are, and get them straightened the fuck out. How about that? You know what I mean? And if you can't get it straightened the fuck out, then you be balanced with your neighbor. You know what balance means? If they don't push you, you don't push them. If they don't snot in your yard, you don't snot in their yard. Your music gets too loud and they come over and they're like, yo, it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, turn the music down. You pay respect to that. Get it? Because they're your neighbor. Because then when they're blasting music till fucking 8 a.m. in the morning and you walk over and you punch him out, he's not going to complain. Or she's not going to complain. Because she's your neighbor. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. Different energy. You know what I mean? So we got to learn to communicate, folks. Our Caucasians that are the minority need to understand that right now. That's what they need to do. Once they understand that, they can start pointing out all the freaking racism people that they can't figure out. But they deep down in their heart, they know they racist. It's kind of like Ashton Kutcher and Puffy. I'm sorry, Mila. I love you. You were great in Book of Eli. They need to make a part 2 with your character. I've been said that. Shout out to Denzel Washington for keeping it gangsta. But yeah, I had to take it there, folks. No Diddy. Because you know what? He'll be out before Tory. Didn't I say that too? All I'm asking for is the world to rock with me a little bit. Make guys like Dame Dash a rock star officially by giving him a Grammy. Get him a Grammy, folks. You know what I'm saying? Let's make the impossible possible, like what was it Adidas used to say? And I only bring up Adidas because all day I dream about sex. Only you 80s, 90s kids would know stuff about that. That's something new for these millennial Gen Zers or whatever the hell they call themselves, Alpha Gens or Gen Alpha or whatever the fuck. Listen, people. All I know right now is the world's not good, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with the AI, man? The AI gonna be like taking over everything. They gonna make music, get awards for making music. Before Toronto comes and asks me about my conclusion, maybe I should be nice enough to let you know what else is on my Blue Motherfucking Monday topics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, because I look at things like, can you give flowers to those people that are alive right now? Can we give those people flowers right now? Or is it like a problem to give them flowers right now? Because to me, I think it shouldn't be a problem. So, I think everything happens for a reason, honestly.
Yeah, I'm broke because, I don't have money. I never claimed I did because I would never mislead the culture and say I have power that I don't. If I can't just say or have an idea and greenlight it myself and pay for it myself,
like a boss,
and put it on my own network, then I don't feel like a boss. And I'm gonna keep investing until I have that power, because to me that's real power. If you cannot have an idea and pay for it, if you have to ask somebody else to pay for your dream, that could be someone else's version of winning. But until I'm in that pause position, I'm gonna just continue not to have money, and I'm gonna keep investing until I am, because that's what I consider boss. Yeah, I'm broke because,
let's say that one more time.
I don't have money.
Didn't hear
I never claimed I did because I would never mislead the culture and say I have power that I don't. If I can't just say or have an idea and greenlight it myself and pay for it myself and put it on my own network, then I don't feel like a boss. And I'm gonna keep investing until I have that power, because to me that's real power. If you cannot have an idea and pay for it, if you have to ask somebody else to pay for your dream, that could be someone else's version of winning. But until I'm in that pause position, I'm gonna just continue not to have money, and I'm gonna keep investing until I am, because that's what I consider broke. Yeah, I'm broke because.
So like, some people don't get it. Some people will. Some people who are in business with each other will know. Some people who left businesses with people will know. All right. But that's Dame Dash if y'all don't know. And I do tell folks, if you look past all the so-called attitude, there's knowledge there. Recognize knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
This is what it looks like if you don't have debt. No one can control you. If you have debt, you are controlled. Whoever gave you that money is telling you what to do, period. Investment is one thing. Debt is another.
And you're calling me broke because I have no debt. And you're telling me someone that gets $180 million loan is rich. You guys are dumb.
Beyonce and Jay-Z, they already owe $52.8 million to Goldman Sachs, which means their total debt over $110 million.
Billionaires don't get loans. They have credit lines.
Why you don't get a credit line?
How do you know my family office doesn't?
It's going to have a little bit, but not too much to where someone can take your company. It's called they break covenants, and then they lose control of the company. That's what happened with Pinky, and she talks about it.
Check it
she
out.
Worked it out with Slutty Vegan. People give you money, and if you can't pay that debt,
still
lose all control.
Still helping people. Still helping people. Still helping people. Like, you don't get it, man. That's why I'm kind of like pissed off with Timberland right now. You know what I mean? Before you build a school of arts for people to learn how to play instruments, you know what I'm saying? Before you did something like that, you go co-sign AI. Like, I know Dame said his home chick, his home chick Nikki Licky is the next Aaliyah, but it couldn't offend you that much for you to go run and go tech AI. That. I think Crazy Bone saw him at that meeting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like, this is ridiculous. Like, all I can hear right now is Aaliyah's who could be hurt? Who could be hurt? Am I supposed to change? Are you supposed to like, that's all I'm hearing right now in my head right now. And I'm thinking, damn, AI has been officially co-signed by Timberland. Maybe it was a business move structured by his name. You know what I'm saying? Because Name has condensation. Must be Halloween. I'm in my gross humor. Just gross humor right now. Gross humor. Must be in my gross humor. It's Halloween time. Like fudge. What can I say? Jeez. Timberland boots. Biggie Smalls. Oh, we can do this forever, but I'm not even gonna bother with all that. I'm just saying, like, it burns me, Timbo. It really, really, really burns me that you co-signed AI before you found or helped develop something deeper for the culture, something bigger for the people. Like, you're up there. I hope Charlemagne the God gives you Donkey of the Day. That's what I'm hoping. And straight goods, Timbo. Like, it's one of those type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for realism. I will never give up on an artist performing on stage. Learn your breath control. Learn your goddamn songs. Interact with your crowd. You know what I mean? Know your place and know what you're doing. I will always co-sign that before I co-sign AI. It's impossible in my mind. Even if I had the status of what you had right now, Mr. Timberland. Oh, you just gave away your good name, bro. That's what you just did. You just gave away your you literally gave away your good name, and now I'm putting it in the energy. Your black card is being revoked. I'm sorry. I don't care. Nope. You're on the black card revoke list. Yep. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It should have been somebody else, fam. Shit. It should have been somebody else, fam. Anybody. Like, Mac 10, please go talk to your boy, yo. Fix him up. Cause, like, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, you may come at my Canadian heritage and say I'm draking it right now. I feel to sue some shit, but you were around Aaliyah. You are around Missy Elliott and numerous other great artists, living artists, rest in peace artists. And now you're co-signing AI? Bruv. Seriously? I think this is the old Yeller moment right now, man. I'm telling you, man. I think it's the old Yeller moment right now, man. Because, like, I can't. I'm telling you, man.
So what's Tim gonna do? He gonna get Aliyah and Magoo, all the one them dead, and put them on the AI. What you gonna do?
Listen, I don't care what he does. He has his black card revoked. Blue motherfucking Monday has revoked his black card.
But anyway, man, we were off over the time here. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, we gotta come to a conclusion to this episode here. You don't know. You know what I mean? So what do we gotta say upon the final words, upon this conclusion, upon this episode, brother?
Oh man, check out that next podcast. I don't know if I'm gonna do it next Monday or if I'm gonna do it the following Monday, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a podcast, Karaoke Boys versus AI, and
all right,
and
man.
We're gonna make it a round table.
Well, you're gonna have to end it off because I gotta tell Pop something here. You know what I mean? I gotta go. All right, then. You know what I mean? Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're all about to win. All right, then. Yeah, boy.
Bless up, folks. Yeah, I know, fam. Don't worry, I get it. Yeah.